I thought you'd be excited. It's, okay. All right. So what we're going to do is that we're going to take our feet and spread our feet shoulders width apart. In fact, you want to take your feet about 5 inches, 3 to 4 inches beyond the width of your shoulders. Okay. So we're going to we're going to begin by working on our triangle poses. Okay. And then because people have been telling me, people in Brazil and people right over there, been telling me that they knee hurt, I decided today we're going to work on the knees. And so when you are working with knee issues, you want to be able to strengthen the muscles that support the knees. So if you have a so-called bad knee, a knee injury, knee pain, or whatever, you don't want to sit all the way down and bend your knee all the way because that's going to aggravate it. But if you bend your knee at a 90-degree angle, so this is just about a 90-degree angle, you can feel those muscles stimulating. You can feel the muscles getting stronger. Okay? Got it? All right. And that's why a lot of people don't like for those poses because it makes them work their thighs. Okay? Was that a yes? Was that an agreement? Huh? Yeah, what? Oh, okay, well, good. That's why you need to be practicing this stuff. Okay, this is for you too. Okay, so let's separate our feet a little bit past the width of our shoulders. Look at your feet. If you like this, that's wrong. That's why your knees hurt. Turn your toes inward. Turn your toes all the way in. Put the weight of your body on the outer edges of your feet. A little bit more. So when I say turn your toes in, I want you to come up on your heels and turn your toes slightly in towards each other. Okay? And you want to feel the weight of you want to feel your weight on the outer edges of your feet. So your weight is pressing out to the edges of your feet. Okay? Now we're going to go through 3 or 4 variations of our triangle pose. Another thing that this triangle pose does is that it helps to open up the ball and socket joint of your of your hip. So you have 2 ball and socket joints. Where are they? Shoulders and your hips. Good. So your hips are that's the biggest joint in your body. Okay. And then your pelvis. And what type of joints are your elbows and your knees? They open and close, right? Like a door. So you put a hinge on the door to open and close, right? So those joints are called hinges. Okay. But your shoulder is a ball and socket because you can do all kind of different stuff with your shoulder, right? Same thing, similar with the hip. Okay. So now let's come up on the left heel, pivot. So what we're doing when we pivot on the heel, we turn the foot out, we are rotating that ball and socket in the hip. And then we place the foot down. And then what do we do next? We engage the muscles in the thigh. So we gradually bend that knee. And you can see those muscles in your thigh. You can feel those muscles in your thigh beginning to work. And so if I was to ask you to just stand here and be like this for like about 5 minutes, people would become very angry at me because they'd be saying, oh, this is really hurting, right? But now what I want you to do, I want you to take your hips and I want you to turn your hips to the front. But simultaneously, keep your knee bent at almost, it's not quite a 90-degree angle, but almost at a 90-degree angle. Make sure that your toes are pointing straight in a straight line and your knee is going in the same direction as your toes. You do not want your knee to go over there, okay? You want your knee to go straight. And so when you get that proper alignment, your body is going to feel it. This back leg stays straight. Get your feet wider and then bend that left knee more. Now take your left arm, your forearm, place it firmly across your left thigh and support yourself up. Put your right hand on your hip. Now take your right hand and press it straight out. Focus at the ball and socket joint of your shoulder and rotate that ball and rotate the arm up. Breathe in until you put your arm up to 12 o'clock. Exhale and put your arm towards your ear. Now hold this position and breathe. Inhaling, exhale. Inhale your right arm up, back to 12 o'clock. Exhale and bend your elbow, hand to the wrist, hand to the hip. Put your left hand to your thigh and push up. Come up all the way straight. Hold the position. Breathe in as you come up on your left heel. Exhale as you rotate and bring your foot back to the front. Now breathe and oxygenate your blood so that you can send that oxygen into the tissues that you have just got finished working. Okay? The reason why our muscles get sore and fatigued is because we build up lactic acid. And lactic acid is caused by a lack of oxygen in the muscle tissue. And so the muscle tissue receives oxygen through your blood circulation. You put oxygen into your blood through breathing. Okay? So now let's readjust. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. And so as you can see, when we extend our arm over, we go over to the side like that, we are lengthening all the way from the hip through these love handles right there, all the way through your ribs. And then your latissimus dorsi muscle here, all the way through the tips of your fingers, okay, is receiving that stretch. And so what you are doing in essence is creating a tremendous amount of blood circulation throughout all of those tissues and the internal organs that are being affected by the movement, okay? So when we take our time and we just do simple things properly, we can cause tremendous change and benefit in the body. So again, we come into the proper positioning. We turn the toes inward towards each other. We push the weight to the outer edges of the feet. We come up on the right heel, and we pivot on this joint here, on that ball and socket joint. So ball and socket is like this. The hip is the socket. The femur, the head of the femur is the ball. The femur is your thigh bone. Put that foot flat and then bend that knee and engage that thigh muscle, okay? Look at your knee, push that knee a little bit further out, okay? Now everybody take your right hand and say, drop that thigh, okay? Right at that pony, okay? Now take your right arm and put it across your thigh. Keep this arm up. Don't bend your arm like that. Keep your arm up and be strong. Then put your left hand on your hip, on your chest, your hips, everything to the front. Now take your left arm, Kemetic palm, stretch all the way back rotate from the shoulder. Now breathe in and lift the arm to 12 o'clock. Exhale and bring the arm even with your left ear. Keep your head straight. Don't let your head hang down. Keep your head straight, looking forward. Now hold this position and breathe in. Slowly breathe out. Breathe in. Slowly exhale. Inhale and lift the left arm back to 12 o'clock. Exhale and bring your left hand to your hip, your right hand to your thigh, and then lift up. Inhale as you lift. Exhale. Come up on your right heel. Inhale. And as you exhale, pivot your foot back to the front. Now breathe. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now take your feet and let them go out a little bit further. Open up, okay? But then at the same time, turn your toes slightly inward towards each other. So we're going to challenge ourselves to go deeper. We want to open up all of those inner parts of the thigh and the hip, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to bring our hands. Watch me first. I'm going to shift my hips back, and I'm going to bend down until I bring my hands to the mat or to the floor. From here, I'm going to walk left hand forward, right hand forward, left hand forward, breathe in. Now notice what I'm doing. I'm trying to keep my feet flat on the floor, but I'm trying to lower my hips towards the floor. So I want to breathe in and lift my upper body. Exhale. Notice that my feet are trying to stay on the floor as much as they can. And I'm going to feel all of the inner parts of my thigh opening up. And then I come back up, move my hands back, put my hands to my thighs, and then I rise up with my inhalation and then exhale. Okay? I got that? So let's do that together. We want to do it precisely. So we don't want to have a sprain or strain or anything like that in our thigh. And we want to do it with the breath. So breathe in, exhale, and shift the hips back. Bending downward between your legs. Put your hands down to the mat. Now breathe in. Slowly breathe out. Walk forward with your left hand. Walk forward with your right hand. Walk forward with your left hand. And then breathe in. And with your exhalation, bring your chest up. Bring your head up and lower down. That's the inner part of your thighs. Come on, Erica. You gotta put it on them. Put it down. No, don't bend your arms. You gotta put that on the floor. There you go. There you go. You feel it? Yeah, good. Now move your hands back and then put your hands to your thighs and then come up easily. Now, what you call this dance, Papa Charlie? Uncle Charlie? And bring your feet back together and then shake, 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 shake. Now, when you kick out, use your heel, flex your foot and say kick. Like you're kicking somebody with the heel. Your foot too loose. Do your foot like this. And then lift, lift, and kick. Yeah. Control it. No, do your foot like this before you kick. Like this. Yeah. Bend your knee. Keep it like that. Look, if somebody bothered you, come here. If somebody bothered you, you know, you're gonna say, why? You're gonna kick him in the face. You're just gonna take your heel like this and say like that. You wow. You gotta control your limbs. You just gotta lift up and then just do this. Sorry.
There you go.
It's very simple. Lift and that's better. Okay. Everything that we doing, if you study martial arts, if you study kung fu, karate, whatever it is, tai chi, whatever it is, this everything that we're doing is helping that. Okay. So we work, you gotta get your pelvis healthy. You got to get your knees and your ankles healthy. Get those joints open. Okay. So what we just did was triangle pose variation 1. Now let's work on variation 2. The deeper we go, with each variation, we go a little bit deeper into the pose. So let's separate our feet. And then for all the people that like to have nice, pretty firm thighs for the summertime, work on it now. Then when the summertime comes, you be set. You come down to Brazil with us, go down to Jamaica in your bathing suit, and you could be set. You know, okay? Now take your left leg, come up on your left heel, pivot all the way out to the left foot is straight, put your left foot flat, and then bend your knee. Okay? Now take your left, now make sure you turn your hips. You're trying to isolate your upper body from your lower body. Turn your hips out. Take your left hand and put it to the right side of your body. Take your right arm and press straight down and engage these muscles in your arm, right? Then focus on your shoulder and rotate your arm out from the shoulder. Keep your head straight. When you breathe in, you lift your right arm up until it reaches the side of your head, even with your ear. Now, we're not going to move the arm at all. We're just going to breathe in, and as we exhale, release in the left hip and lower the left shoulder down to the left thigh, keeping the right arm straight. As we hold this position, we breathe in, we breathe out, we breathe in, we breathe out. Now push against that left foot and rise. Inhale as you come up. Turn the right arm out and then lower that right hand down. And then bring the left hand down to the side. Come up on the left heel. Pivot the left foot back to the front. Now breathe and send that oxygen into the tissues, into the blood, and thus into the tissues, into the internal organs. And feel that energy moving and circulating. So remember, you're also opening up those energy channels. It's not just blood circulation, it's also the energy channels. Okay? Now, we're going to repeat the same thing on the opposite side, on the right side. So you're going to come up on your right heel, and you're going to pivot on that right heel. So remember, we do everything step by step, systematically. So I don't want you to see you just do like this, okay? So we come up first, pivot, foot flat, and then bend the knee and engage those thigh muscles. What's this called? Quadricep muscle here. Then you got your T-band, your tibia something or other, right on the outer part of your thigh. And then you got your gluteus muscles. You got your gluteus maximus, medius, and minimus. So you got 3 booties. Some people, they only got 1 booty. They just got minimus booty. But we got maximus And we got some medius. So we got a lot. How did that serve the purpose? So from here, we're going to turn the chest to the side. We're going to take the right hand, put it on the left side of the body. We're going to extend the left arm down. We're going to rotate the left arm. We're going to breathe in and lift the left arm up to the ear. And then we're going to exhale and release the right shoulder down to the right thigh. And then breathe in. Slowly breathe out. Breathe in. Slowly breathe out. Now push against your right foot and inhale. Don't move your arm. Inhale up. Hold your breath. Turn the left arm out. Slowly exhale. Bring the right arm down. Come up on the right heel and pivot the foot back to the front. Sometimes you get a little thing in there. You know, what you got, a little crook in your hip. Okay, now spread your feet out a little bit wider. And we're going to work on that inner part of the thigh again, right? Very similar to what we just did. So we're going to breathe in. And as we exhale, we're going to shift the hips back. Shifting the hips back. Bending your body from the waist, looking down in between your legs. Keep your legs straight. With your hands down to the mat. Now breathe in. As you exhale, lower, see if you can lower your forearms to the floor, and at the same time, keep your legs straight. So folding your body from your lower back. Breathing in, slowly exhaling, release downward. Now rise up onto your hands and knees. Take your left foot, your left hand rather, walk it forward. Walk your right hand forward. Now breathe in. As you exhale, try to keep the bottom of your feet on the floor as much as you can, and just lower the midsection of your body. Lower your hips towards the floor. Drop that thing down there and release it down. Open up, keep your chest up. Now breathe, inhale, relax your face, relax some lips. Now come back up, move your hands back. Put your hands to your thighs, and then lift up. And then Uncle Charlie, Papa Charlie, what you call it? Uncle Charlie, Papa Charlie? Okay. And then kick. Lift, lift, and then kick. Wait until your opposite foot, lift, kick. Yeah, get them kinks out the hips, okay? And so even though, you know, we're going slow, we still doing a lot of work, okay? So it's cold in this room, I'm starting to sweat, okay? Sorry, okay. So that's triangle pose, variation, dois. That means two. Dois is Portuguese for king. Okay. Now we're going to go into triangle pose variation 3. Okay. So we're going to separate our feet about 3 or 4 inches past the width of the shoulders. And we're going to focus on the left foot, the left heel. We're going to lift the left foot, pivot on the heel, put the foot flat, and then bend down and engage in that left thigh. Okay? And then turn your hips, your chest, and your shoulders to the front. Okay? Now we're going to take the left arm and put it in front of the chest. We're going to take the right arm and cross it in front of the left. And then we're going to make our fist. And we're going to say, Wat Ma'at.
Wat Ma'at.
Now breathe in. Exhale your hands together. Inhale the back of the hands together and exhale. Make a straight line from fingertip to fingertip. Now we're going to lower the left hand down next to the left foot on the inside of the left foot. So we're going to breathe in first. And as we exhale, we release the left hand down flat next to the left foot. The right arm is perpendicular, pointing straight up. Inhale and turn the right arm to the side. Extend the right arm out over the ear. Inhale and bring the right arm up. Exhale. Inhale, both arms, whole body comes up together. Now come up on your left heel. As you pivot your foot, lower your arms at the same time. Exhale and feel the energy flow. Now breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay? I got that? And you see that's triangle pose variation 3. And as you can see, it's a little bit more challenging than doing variation 1 and 2, right? All right. That's what y'all like. Y'all like the challenge. Okay? Now turn your toes slightly inward and then pivot on your right heel. Put your right foot flat and then bend your right knee and engage that thigh. And then turn your hips, your chest, and your shoulders square to the front. And then take your right hand, put it to the left side of your body, down here. Here. Not up there. Oh, I'm sorry. Put your left arm in front of your chest, your right arm in front of your left. Make your Kemetic fist. And we're going to say, Wat Ma'at.
Wat Ma'at.
And then as you breathe in, you raise your arms up. As you exhale, you put your hands together. Inhale and bring the back of your hands together and exhale, make a straight line and engage your core, your midsection. Now breathe in. On your exhalation, you're going to lower your right hand down next to your right foot. So put that palm flat, as flat as you can. Keep the left arm up. Inhale the left arm to the side and extend it out over your ear. Try to keep it parallel with the floor. And then breathe in, breathe out. Inhale your left arm up. Exhale. Inhale and rise. Come up on your right heel. And as you exhale, pivot your foot, lower your arms, and feel that energy moving down and surrounding your body. Now take a breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel your power. Inhale. Exhale. Separate your feet out a little bit further. Shifting your hips back. Exhale as you bend downward. Bring your hands down to the mat or to the floor. And then breathe in. And as you exhale, try to come down onto your forearms. Just take your time. Don't bend your knees though. Try to keep your knees straight. You want to feel the opening in your hips and your pelvic region. Exhale the forearms down, looking between your legs. Come up onto your hands. Walk left hand forward, right hand forward. Breathe in, and let's lower it down towards the floor. Lower it down. Bring the chest up. You know what I'm talking about? Lower it down. Let it touch the floor. And then push back up. Move your hands back. And then put your hands to your thighs right above your knees. And inhale yourself up. And then Papa Charlie, Uncle George, whatever it is, then get back together and then shake it out. That is so, it is so pathetic. If you was doing Kung Fu, they call that drunken monkey style. Look, just lift in this. It's to the side, but you still get your foot doing stuff. Stop, flex your foot this way. Lift and do that. You have to do it way over there. Just do it a little bit like this. Look, not way far away. Yeah, like I was saying, if somebody's right here, you just want to kick them in the knee. That's better. That's better. I do like that drunken monkey style, though. I think that's pretty funny. Okay. All right. So now, we did some nice stuff. Yeah, I hope y'all feel this, right? Even though we going slow, we just doing a few poses and stuff. You should be able to feel this stuff good. Okay. It's giving you brand new legs. When you look at your legs in the morning, you're gonna say, "Oh, my legs look so nice and muscular and splendor and everything." Okay, now we're about to do some more stuff. So now we're gonna take our feet out to the side again. You can watch me first. I'm gonna take my right foot and I'm going to work on my left side. So that means I'm gonna turn my right foot out to there. So I'm gonna pivot up on my right heel, turn my right foot out, and I'm going to place my right foot flat, make sure my knee is lined up with my ankle, and then I'm going to gradually exhale and go down. Let the knee bend. And then I'm going to pivot up on my left heel, put my left foot back, and I'm going to push and lift. And then bring that foot back to the front. Now I'm going to exhale. Okay? Now, y'all probably think, oh, he didn't go down all the way. That ain't nothing. Okay, let's see how it feels when you do it. Let's see how it feels when you do it. Okay.
Look it up.
Because the thing about it is that you want to go down with control, come back up with control. Okay?
That's why you go to sleep at night. Slide up. Get the slide up.
Put yourself on mute. Whoever that is talking, like Queen Bee. Put yourself on mute, whoever that is. Okay? Come up on your, so you're going to come up on your right heel. I'm going to do my left. Pivot. Put your foot flat. And then bend your knee, right? And then you're going to breathe in and you're going to gradually exhale. Don't bend down from your waist. And when you get down, you're going to pivot on your right heel and rotate that pelvis in that ball and socket joint. And then put the foot back. You're going to push from here and rise up. Inhale up. Push it up. Push it up, young man. Push it up. Okay. Pivot. Come back. Okay. I did both sides. Y'all could do the other side. Okay. And do your other side. Pivot on the heel. Put the foot flat. And then gradually ease down. Your arms are going to come out. You're going to come up on the heel like that. Put the heel, put the foot flat, and then push up. When you come up, what is your breath doing when you come up? It's inhaling. You inhale yourself up. And then once you get up to the top, then you exhale. Okay? And so we're working on these hip joints. We're getting brand new hip joints, beginning that ball and socket. Okay? And so you need to go and look in your books and look in your anatomy books and look at the anatomy, the structure of the hips. Okay? So your hips are, so this would be the actual hip right here. That's a socket. And the ball, so you got your femur, your thigh bone is here at the head of your thigh bone. On the tip of it, you have a ball and it fits into that socket. But the coating, there's a coating of tissue on the ball and on the socket that's called cartilage. Okay? And that keeps the bones from rubbing up against each other. But also there's a little fluid. There's a sac of fluid that's in between there too, called synovial fluid. And so that's keeping the two bones from touching each other. If those two bones was to touch, you would have extreme pain. That's what they call arthritis. And when that arthritis deteriorates the that coating of tissue, that cartilage, or it deteriorates that synovial fluid, that's when you have pain in the hip. And then they want to give you a operation, and they want to take that ball, they want to cut that ball off of your femur and put a titanium ball on there, and then put some little plastic stuff inside and connect everything back up together, you know. And so this really not as bad of an operation as it used to be, but who wants to have that? You want to preserve your own good stuff, you know. Yeah, you always want to keep your own good stuff. Okay. So now we're gonna go a little bit further. So now we're gonna see, we're gonna bring the feet out to the side, a little bit past the width of your shoulders, and we're gonna pivot on the right heel, turn the right foot out, put the right foot flat. This time we're gonna go down a little bit further. Now that we got those joints opened up a little bit more, don't bend from your waist. Keep your chest up as much as you can, and then ease down, and then come up on that left heel. Bring your hands to the floor, and then bring your right thigh down to the floor like this. Okay? Go into that nice split. Okay? Get that inner part up in here open. You could do it, you just discombobulated.
Put your foot up.
Put your booty down. Sit down. Come up on your heel. That's that. Now you're doing it. That's why I said you was discombobulated. Everybody get discombobulated sometimes. That's when your body be doing all kind of stuff. Okay, now take your left hand, raise your left hand up, breathe in, and as you exhale, I want you to reach for your left foot. When you reach for that left foot, I want you to feel all of this good stuff in the back of your left thigh and in your left hip being opened up. Y'all feel that? I want you to breathe. I want you to inhale. And I want you to exhale your head down towards your knee. Some people can go down and touch their head to the knee. Others Just go as far as you can go. And breathe in and slowly exhale. Release downward. And then bring yourself back up. Inhale, exhale. So our goal in this exercise or in this sequence is to try to bring our weight onto this right foot and use the power of this right leg to bring us up out of this position, okay? Without using your hands. But in the beginning, we're going to use the hand, okay? Until we get our strength built up. So we take the right foot, the right knee, and we lift up and we put the right foot onto the floor. Now, if you take this right foot and bring it forward of your hip, you're not going to have no power to come up. So you have to keep the right foot behind the hip. Then you got to use your hands to move your weight onto your right foot. Keep your left leg straight, put your left foot flat, and then once you get your weight onto this leg, push up from here. Okay? There you go. Good. That's okay. And then shake it out. Okay? And so, again, like I said, we don't want to injure ourselves. We don't want to strain ourselves. But what we are doing now is that we are in the process of discovering muscles and nerves and tendons and stuff that we don't even know that exists down there. So it's a lot of good stuff down there. We got to get all that good stuff opened up so that we can be preserved as we get older. Okay, we want to preserve all of that good blood circulation, nerve function, and all of the internal organs that have to work and operate in this area of the body. Okay, so now we're going to do it one more time on the opposite side. So we're going to bring the feet out a little bit past the width of your shoulders, and we're going to pivot on the left heel and put the left foot flat. So this time we're going to work on the right leg. Now let's breathe in and let's gradually exhale down, bending that left knee. Now come up on your right heel and pivot that right foot. Use your hands if you need to. And you're going to ease your butt down, your buttocks down and your left thigh down. And so you should be about right here. There's no falling in yoga. With that movie, they say there's no crying in baseball. Okay. So now let's take that right hand, breathe in and lift it up. And with the exhalation, beat your hand over your foot. Master Kwesi Karamoko, he said, yogis don't fall. He said, yogis don't never fall. Okay, now let's breathe in and let's breathe out. And let's breathe in and let's breathe out. Now let's come back up. Exhale. Take your left leg and lift it. So again, what we're trying to do is get the weight to be able to come onto this left foot. We're going to take the hands and we're going to position ourselves so that we're about right here. And then we're going to push with this left leg. Keep the right leg straight and come straight up. Inhale up and then walk it in. Walk it in. Yeah, so bring the leg up. Yeah, keep the opposite leg straight. And then shake it. Take it. Look, do like me. Put your hands like that. And then, wow, wow. You don't have to do it real hard. Wow, wow. Okay. There you go, Elvis. Elvis to Elvis to pelvis. Huh? I'm gonna send you the video. I'm gonna send you the video. Okay. All right. So that's as much torture as I'm gonna give y'all for today. So, but wait till you come to Jamaica. I hope some of y'all coming to Jamaica. Because when you go to Jamaica, it's nice and it's like 80 degrees. And we be working 80, 95 degrees. We be working in the hot sun. There is no mercy. 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Okay. The yoga retreat. What you think? You get break. We get lunch break and go to the bathroom break, stuff like that. Okay. So what we're doing, everybody, is that we're trying to take these movements and postures slowly. We're trying to use them to strengthen our knees, strengthen our ankles, strengthen our toes, strengthen our hips, and get all of these different various joints and muscle groups strengthened and open. Okay. So from here, we're going to come onto our back and we're going to work on our Sahu pose. And we're going to use the Sahu pose to send life force and energy into the various parts of the body that we just been working. We want to send energy in. If you have a knee which is not performing properly, when you breathe in and breathe out, I want you to focus on that knee. If you have a hip that's not performing properly, I want you to breathe in and breathe out and focus on that knee, on that hip. When you are breathing, when you have an injury or any type of ailment in your body or any type of psychological distress or emotional distress, right? The inhalation of the breath is cueing you to bring that energy into the body to send it to the part of the body where you have distress and also to activate the healing forces that your body naturally has. The exhalation of your breath, you are releasing that energy. You are releasing the ailment that may exist in your body. It could be cancer, heart disease, congestive heart failure. It could be whatever it is, but you are releasing it as you exhale. It could be stress. It could be trauma. It could be whatever type of psychological thing that you're going through. You're going to breathe in and bring that energy, gather that energy into your body. And when you exhale, you're going to release all of that from your body, all of that from your mind and from your spirit, and also from your energy body. Okay. Your energy body can be congested with a type of ectoplasmic mucus. Just like your lungs and your sinuses can be congested with mucus. There's a spiritual, energetic type of mucus that can infest your auric body, your spirit body, your energy body. And so we want to release all of that stuff when we are working with the breath. Okay. So if you're in environments, if you're around people that are toxic, all that stuff, you gotta change your environment, change what you're doing. So you're gonna come on your back, you're gonna separate your feet, shoulders width apart, And we're going to release the legs from the hips, which allows the feet to go down towards the floor. Then we take the right palm and we place it not on the upper chest, but right below the lower part of the chest, right below the sternum. And then you put your left hand on the back of the right and let your thumbs touch together and make a pyramid shape. Close your eyes, close your mouth, and make sure you place the tip of your tongue right in the center of your hard palate. And then breathe in slowly through your nose. And breathe out slowly through your nose. As you are breathing in, visualize that life-giving, healing energy coming into your body. It's filling up your entire body from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. It's like you are inflating your body with this healing life force, this healing energy. And then hold your breath and then slowly exhale the breath. And as you exhale the breath, I want you to use your mind to create the movement of energy through your arms and into your hands and simultaneously down your legs and into your feet. And continue to breathe, filling up your body with the life force, allowing that life force to rise from 3 inches below your navel, rising all the way through your spine until it reaches the top of your head, and then until it reaches the middle of your forehead. And then on the exhalation, slowly release the breath and allow the energy to flow through your arms and go into your hands and down your legs and into your feet. Maintaining that circulation of energy, trying to break up any areas of congestion in your body, in your mind, within your energy body. When you breathe in, you want to feel the coolness of the air along the walls of your nostrils. For your exhalation, you want to feel the warmth of the air along the walls of your nostrils. Slowly breathe in. Slowly breathe out. Inhaling. Exhale. Continue to observe your breath. Observe the rise of your abdomen with your inhalation, the fall of your abdomen with your exhalation, the releasing of all the tension in your body, all the weight of your body downward into the earth. Releasing all stress, all trauma from your body and from your mind as you exhale the breath. And breathing in Slowly breathing out and breathe in. Exhale. Focus on the areas of your body that we've been working today with the triangle poses. Focus on your hips, your pelvis, and your lower back. Focus on your knees, your ankles. As you are breathing in, visualize the life force going into those areas of your body. As you exhale, visualize any residual tension, any ailments, any soreness be released from those areas of your body. Visualize the oxygen-rich blood coming into your ankles, your knees, your hips, your lower back. Visualize that image as you breathe in. And visualize relaxation, wellness, and becoming injury-free as you exhale the breath. Allow yourself to become still, very still. You don't even have to consciously inhale and exhale anymore. Just allow yourself to breathe naturally. I want you to gradually lower your arms down to the floor next to your body. You're going to bring both your legs together, bring your feet together. Flex your feet towards you. Bend your right knee and put your right foot to the floor. Bend your left knee and put your left foot to the floor. Move your right thigh up towards your chest. Put your hands around your leg and breathe in. And as you exhale, pull your thigh towards your chest and bring your chin up towards your knee. Releasing any residual tension from the hip and from the lower back. And then breathe in. And as you exhale, extend your left knee, extend your left foot rather, and then lower the back of your head to the mat. Bend your left knee, put your left foot to the mat, and then lower your right foot down next to your left foot. Hands on your abdomen, relax and breathe in. Slowly breathe out. Repeat the same thing on the left side. Left thigh in, all the way in. Breathe in. Exhale, chin up to the knee. Inhale. Exhale and straighten your right leg, your right foot about 3 inches off the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let the back of your head come to the mat. Bend your right knee, put your right foot to the mat, and bring your left foot down to the mat. Both legs together, both feet together. Breathe in, breathe out, and bring both of your thighs in towards your chest, wrapping your arms around your legs, squeezing thighs to chest. And bring your head up towards your knees and breathe in, breathe out. Let the back of your head to the mat. And then let your hands slide down around your ankles, put your feet flat, and then lift up into your spider position. Trying to put the final finishing touches on the hips. And then lower your spine down to the floor. And then take your time and rise up into a sitting position. Okay? And from here, we put the left arm across the chest, the right arm across the left. Hands make fists. We breathe in. We breathe out. And we say, Wat Ma'at. Hotel. Thank you very much. All right. I hope that was gratifying, satisfying, and mystifying.
You were showing off, brother. You were
I was
showing
showing
off
off.
tonight. You were showing off tonight. That's what you was
Sure
doing.
was.
Is that what you?